Hello, here again, and today we're playing a bit of Team Deathmatch on Invasion. And for all you loyal subscribers that watch all my videos, you will notice that my last review was actually the M16, which is probably the most hated gun maybe on this game, other than the UMP of course, because no one likes a gun on hardcore. But the M16, especially for COD 4, was hugely overpowered in terms of its just overall dominance of people using it, just because it was such a successful gun, because it was so, I don't know, it was accurate, it was powerful, and it was consistent, which is pretty much the things that you want. Now the Famas is a new addition to Call of Duty. It's not been on any other Call of Duty so far, and I'm pleased to see it in this game because I used to play a bit of Rainbow Six back in the day, and a bit of Rainbow Six Vegas 2, and that was definitely one of the guns I like to use. And I want to talk about the comparisons of the M16 and the Famas, which one I like better, which one's worse, what's going to be better for you, and just my overall impressions of the gun itself. But how I can explain the M16 and the Famas? First of all, the spread and how far the bullets kind of get away from the point, because every shot you take is 3 bullets. Every burst, you probably haven't realised, but you should have realised that every burst you take is 3 bullets, and both the M16 and the Famas do this. And the M16 spread, when you shoot, is further apart than the Famas. So meaning, if you shoot a wall from a long distance, you shoot either from the hip or you zoom in via red dot, holographic, or whatever you're using, and the bullets will be further apart on the M16 than they will be on the Famas. That's something interesting to understand. That means the accuracy of the Famas will be much better. Now talk about power. The M16 is a more powerful gun, but the spread is lower, so therefore that could equate to being a worse gun. Let me explain why. I believe this is on a full green bar. Maybe if you've got a host connection, if 2 out of the 3 bullets of the M16 hit the target, that'll be a kill. 2 out of 3. If all 3 happen, then definitely. But the chances of all 3 bullets hitting the person is pretty slim, unless they're not moving, because the spread is fairly low. I'm not sure if you realised it before, but I have tested this. Now to the Famas. The Famas is when you're shooting it, the spread is much lower, but the power is much less. Therefore, we need all 3 bullets of the Famas to hit on a full host connection or full green bar. If all if all 3 bullets hit, that'll be a kill. Now, because the spread is much less on the Famas, you're much more likely to get the kill. And from my personal experience of using both these guns a lot in this game, I would say the Famas is overall a better gun than the M16. Now, they both feel very different to use, just because of how you zoom down the sight and just the general feel, because the M16 spreads quite large. Therefore, the M16 is a much better spraying weapon if you're that sort of person. Therefore, I would say the M16 is much better close range than the Famas, just because of the spread and being able to spray people more. Believe it or not, that makes a better gun. But the Famas, you seem to get more one-burst kills, which is a definite good thing in this game. Like I say, you want to be using these guns on a mid to long range, just because that's the most effective. In a clan situation, these have been known as a support role gun, because you can control an area of the map very effectively from a mid to long range. These things are probably some of the best, if not the best. No, I'm gonna say these are the best mid-range guns on the game, just because their power and accuracy and just overall reliability is truly unmatchable by anything, really, because you don't need to control recoil. There's no recoil in terms of after each burst, the red dot will stay pretty much in the same place. And yeah, these guns are truly amazing. So all I would say is that if you're an accurate sort of person, you're the sort of person who has to play defensive, not moving around too much, I recommend the Famas, because you're more likely to have all 3 bullets hit them than the M16 is to have 2 bullets. Therefore, you're more likely to get the kill on a mid-range scenario than the Famas. So I highly recommend using both guns. It's definitely down to personal preference. Myself, I'm kind of in between. I love the feel of the M16 just because of COD 4 maybe. I use that as pretty much the only gun I use in COD 4. So maybe that's my reasoning towards having such a likeableness. And I just love the feel and just the generalness of the M16. But the Famas, I've been using it in competitive gameplay, and I find I get much more one-burst kills. So that's definitely a plus point. But like I say, this is not a rushing weapon. You need to realise, guys, that when you're using all the kits that I'm using, you need to use it as what is intended. So for example, if I was trying to pressure the spawn and keep running towards it, like a marathon class, this is not the class to do it with, seriously. Even though this gun might be fairly decent over middle range, but when you start hip firing this gun, no, it's just not right. So mid to long range where you want to be using it. And in terms of rush rating, I gave the M16 a 95, and I'm going to give exactly the same rush rating for this, just because they both have the same perks, meaning they're both brilliant in a support role, so from mid to long range. But the Famas is much better on a mid range if you're more accurate because you're more likely to get the kill. But the M16 is much better on a mid to close range because the spread's more and you're more likely to hit the person. And so many messages saying which one's better. I hope this has cleared a few things up because they are both pretty much the same. But the M16 is better from mid to close range, and the Famas is better from mid to long range. There's not really much else I can say about these guns really. Just don't rush with these guns because you will fail. If you want to rush, like I say, watch movie reviews, use like the UMP, it's probably the best rushing gun with a silencer, or an FMJ or anything like that. The MP5K is another good one, or the TAR. I keep relating back to the TAR just because the TAR is the most overall, like, it's jack of all trades sort of class. You can use it close range because it's has good spread and amazing power, and it's good long range because it has good power. And it has a bit of recoil, but it's controllable, pretty controllable. And what you'll notice now, very soon, I think I went like 31-2. I thought, here we go, uploadable game. And I lay down because I had the phone call, so it's my bad, guys. So yeah, rush rating 95, it's pretty good. And if you notice in this game, I get a good score, so I go 31-3 in a team deathmatch, which is pretty nice. But I was using lower kill streaks. I've been getting some hate over my kill streaks. I've been using not even good kill streaks. It was Predator, Harriers, and Pavlo, and everyone's been like, the only way I can get kills is by using kill streaks. So that's clearly not the case. In this game, I'm using the airdrop. I think it was Predator and Harriers. So yeah, I don't rely on kill streaks, guys. But getting kill streaks gives me more kills because by using those kill streaks, I might get 10 more kills. Anyway, I die. Yeah, so I'm gonna sign out here, guys. So please leave a rating. Say what you think, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Right, peace.